Back at it again. I have no idea what part this is. I haven't really looked. I used to check beforehand, but does it matter if it's part 6, 7, 8 or 9? Not really. Alright, go and hand these in and queue for a dungeon. So much easier doing these on my days off compared to when I'm at work. Just feels so much more chilled.
Oi.
Granted, I have just woken up from a nap, mind.
Good day. Long live Greymane.
Most of my days off start pretty similar. I'll get up, do stuff about the house, drive to Middlesbrough, have my MMA lesson, which ends up going on for a lot longer than it should because I spend quite a lot of time going over different stuff with my instructor. Not even MMA things, just life in general. Seem to talk a lot about the law of attraction and things like that.
Be careful.
And then I'll come home, have some food, have a nap, and there's 2 books I'm reading at the moment. Never Die, and then The Art of Impossible, a peak performance primer. So I'll read a bit of that, and then I'll maybe come back on here, either film a playthrough or I quite like either leveling or doing stuff on my paladin, my main. I'll do that on this monitor, and then I've got a second monitor there which I'll either listen to lore videos for Lord of the Rings or sometimes WoW news. I quite like listening to Lord of the Rings lore. Which one do I listen to? In Deep Geek is a good one. He does Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings. I think there's another one. I think it's The Witcher, but I'm not bothered by The Witcher. Game of Thrones is another good lore one. Just depends really what sort of universe I'm into at the time. I like Harry Potter ones, but I mainly prefer just reading their books or listening to them on Audible. The lore's not as intricate, really, given the world is obviously Earth. It's not Middle Earth or Westeros. Saying that, I wasn't the biggest fan of House of Dragon. It was alright, and that's being quite kind, if I'm honest. Game of Thrones is unbelievable, apart from the last series. House of Dragon, I feel like the trailers are better than the actual episodes. Just constantly waiting for something to happen. But people liked it, we all have different opinions, I suppose. It's like everyone absolutely hates Ring of Power. But I'm not that fussed. It's alright.
Get
Bias.
going or get going. Farewell.
Farewell, my friend. Right, Cataclysm, no. Just classic ones. Only classic for us on this character, I think. Quest have you got for me?
What can I do for you? Go with honor, friend.
He's looking at his eye. Meow. Oh. There it is, that background music. I only hear it now and again. The Undercity, well not Undercity, the Treacherous Glaze one. There it is. Brings back memories. Being there as a kid, having no clue what was going on. Looking at the abominations as you come through, is it Death Knell down the path and then you turn right. That abomination's walking up the road. I was just thinking, what the hell is that? And then you get to Brill, and then seeing where you buy the mounts from, and just being amazed at characters on mounts. I'd love to have that. I don't even know how you describe it, just that feeling again. I think it'd have to be a brand new MMO, and even then I don't know whether I'd be able to get that feeling. I think it could just be an age thing. Because I'm probably, what, close to twice the age I was when I first started playing this. It came out in 2004, but I didn't play it straight away. I'm 34 now, so yeah, over double that. Sadly. That's a queue, 2 minutes. Bit of Iron Brew. Just think if I was sponsored by someone, it'd be something like Huel or AG1 or Neurotonic. All those people who get sponsors and then just had a little drink next to them with the label showing. There's no way they drank them before they got sponsored. Money talks though, money talks. Saying the other day to one of my mates how money doesn't influence me that much. I could earn thousands more than what I do now, and it would make no difference really. All that would change would be I'd be able to pay for more one-to-ones, but even then I'd do it on my day off. Recovery in terms of getting like massages and things, I'd probably do more often. I'm getting one tomorrow as a tryout to see what that's like, see if it helps, and buy better quality food. My life's just not really influenced on it. It's better to have more that I feel more comfortable if I've got more in the bank, thinking if anything goes to shit, I'm alright. Was it 3 months ago maybe? I had to pay like £820 for the boiler. But say if I was someone who was materialistic and went out and wasted my money all the time, that would have been a bigger dent in my wages than it was.
Greetings. Be careful.
I'm just quite happy working out, reading, filming this, and then just seeing your mates every now and again when it's possible really. Obviously it's difficult when you become an adult and you work full time and your hours are different. You know, people get girlfriends and then it becomes even more tricky because they've got to balance work life with relationships as well as mates. I quite like that about being single, to be fair. That anything I choose to do is what I want to do. Whereas in a relationship, obviously you have to make a compromise and you might have to do things you don't want to do. Like I see people going to weddings, they've said their girlfriend's friends, so they don't really know but they've got to go, or go see their family. But I don't like social occasions, so I'd hate that. Whereas for me, I just literally just do what I want. So we have downsides, I guess. There are good points of having a relationship and bad. You look at the positive of the situation that you're in, don't you? You got to look at the negative of how you live your life. Otherwise you end up depressed like so many people either are or say they are these days. You wouldn't think this is a WoW video in there episode, would you? Seems more like a counselling one at the moment. I've got Oasis songs in my head now. Ever since they've been announced for Embark. Okay. It's weird, Oasis. I absolutely love the songs. I've done this from the kids. But I think they're both a pair of clowns. Right? They're not the sort of people that I would get on with at all. But artist-wise, probably my favourite, yeah, easily my favourite band of all time. Not that I'm a big music person. I don't really listen to it randomly. It'll be either I'm working out, driving somewhere, I don't ever really drive to training really, or for when you go on nights out, listen to it before you go out. I don't really go out that much now. It was something I'd listened to when I was at work, years and years ago, being a postman. I listened to it on the rounds. But then Audible came out, so now all I listen to is audiobooks. I don't listen to it from the very start of the round, so I can wait. It gives me something to look forward to. So I listen, maybe 2 hours into the round, I start listening to it. At the moment I'm listening to the Red Rising series, which is unbelievable. I've read it, book form, and now I'm listening to audiobook. That's what I tend to do. I'll read books first at home, and then if I like them, then later down the line when I've sort of forgotten to an extent, I still know all the characters and the plot well, I'll listen to them around, because then it's easier if I drift off to sort of get back on track of the story, because I know what's happening.
Need help?
And then obviously you'll catch stuff you've missed when you were reading it book form.
Or the Alliance?
And a good book you can read more than once. I think the best books that I've read in the last few years would be Empire of the Vampire, and then the follow-up, Empire of the Damned. It's good with those because the person narrating it sounds exactly how I read the characters in the book to speak, which is good. So I'm waiting for the third one of that to come out from Jay Kristoff. I think he said it's hopefully next year, but depending on publishing, could be the year after. And then obviously, yeah, the Red Rising series is one of the better ones. Name of the Wind, that's a good one. And then the sequel to that, we're still waiting on the third one. I can't remember what the second was called. That was an unbelievable book. I'd say they're the best three. There's been other ones, but none that stand out. Come on. Get me some gear. We've already done 2 levels, haven't we? Is it? Yeah, 2 talents and we 12 minutes. Not bad, is it? I've seen a little video of a guy who the quickest way to level now was exploring. I don't know whether that'll get nerfed, but it's not really about the quickness, is it? It's about what's the most optimal enjoyment-wise combined with that, in my opinion. Should we do another? Am I missing a quest? No, I have 3.
Hey there. See you later.
Did I not get one from in there? Right, do we have time to get something? I never really use overpower that much, do I? Right, I think I'll go with Mortal Strength. You have a chance to reset their own cooldowns. Well, Mortal Strength is my best move, I think. And then over here, see, that's good for the open world if leveling was difficult, but it's not. So I might get it later on. Same with that. I'll maybe get that and then that after. It's always good to have a stun. So intervene, I'm not too fussed for. I'll just leave. Got a bit of cobwebs as well. Get rid of those after.
Good day to you. See you around.
I want my house looking like Asmongold's, do I?
Have a good one.
Seen a video the other day. I can't remember the name of the podcast, but it was like this guy and then Emmy, Asian looking lass anyway. We were looking through Asmongold's house, and years ago I might have found it funny how bad it was, but it was actually quite depressing to see, to be honest. Like what his house was looked like, it was just that bad. But if you saw one of your friends' house was like that, you'd almost be worried for them in terms of thinking like how have they let it get to such a state, like what's going on in the life. That there's just shit everywhere. It's weird that you wouldn't just, because you see some people in the comments saying, oh, it's good that his friends just accept him for who he is. It's just like, no. The better friends you are with someone, you hold them accountable for certain things and help them when they're in trouble. You don't just say, oh, that's who they are, they're just depressed. Leave it as that. Seems odd. You want to sort of be surrounded by people who push you to be the best version of yourself that you can be. Not a different version, but the most improved version of you. I didn't used to like wearing cabins. It won't be too bad though, will it? In retail. Valerion. I'm surprised I got that name. It's difficult to get names these days. I had a thought one day. Imagine if you were in the hospital when you had to name your children, if you're having them. And it was like, wow. You had to pick a name for your child. It's like, no, that's taken that one in this town. You'll have to pick another one. So you had to come up with different names, so everyone in the town had a different name. That'd be unbelievable, that. Some of the weird names that you could have. The government would end up doing something weird, like you can book it in advance, but it costs you 20 quid or something like that. Just another way to tax us there. That is not enough. I got a letter the other day, a brown letter, and I never really get letters. It's ironic given I'm a postman. I thought, oh, brown one, let's go. And it's from the... Is it HRMT? No. Might be, I don't know. And it was a tax one. I thought, oh, I might be getting some money back. Nope. I owe them money, apparently. £50. Because of my work doing something wrong. At least it's not a large amount, but I'd rather not have to give £50 away. For nothing. These quests are a nightmare, aren't they? Era. Might make a little video later on sod. I haven't played it for ages. I was quite enjoying leveling the shaman as well. Did I get that? Ooh. Lovely that. Where are we going? Has he gone down there? I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, so I might, after I've done this, go about my usual stuff. And then I might go and sod and level the shaman. I'll see. Obviously you'll know because the video will pop up. I don't always have the videos set to show subscribers though. I don't want to annoy people. So sometimes I just set it and don't tick it, so then it just pops up on YouTube. Well, the things come out tomorrow. The delves. I think that there's a raid come out as well, and like mythics and all that stuff. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I've not thought it out, what I'm going to focus on. It might be the delves. It's something I can do easy on my own. quite a few keys as well saved up on the paladin. I accidentally used some to start with before I found out I shouldn't really be doing it because the gear's not that great. I think I've got about 9, perhaps. My gear's not too bad. Most of it's epic gear, I upgraded from the blues. I've not bothered upgrading the head though, because I can get an epic one from rep with one of them. I think it's the people in the second zone. The little mole looking people. Should have known that going in. I made a couple of mistakes. One, I was upgrading some of the blue gear, not the one that starts at 571, the one before, so that was a mistake. And then 2, I shouldn't have upgraded certain ones. Like say you can get chest, shoulders, head from rep, so I shouldn't have upgraded that. Like the blue version, I should have waited till I got the epics. So I just upgraded the other things like rings or whatever. You live and you learn, don't you? I know that for my alts, which I haven't really done anything on. Because I've got Paladin and Death Knight at 80. But I've just been focusing on the Paladin, even though I do enjoy Death Knight. It's just, I think it's just good to focus on one for now and just see how far I can get him gear wise, because it just sort of breaks the monotony as well. Say if I'm getting loads of gear on the Paladin and then I go and do it on the Death Knight, I'm doing the same content but just hitting different moves, where I'd rather do stuff on the Paladin and then come and level one of these characters. Because I just like it, it's more chill and it's a bit different. Especially if I'm going through the old zones, the classic world. I always think like that. Outland is a good one as well. Been enjoying it a lot more than I used to. Don't know why. So all of a sudden it seems to have grown on me. And the dungeons. A bag. Don't recognise that. The dungeons are good because you get like 3 quests per one, which seems to be taken out of some of the expansions I've noticed. You do some and you don't seem to get any. Oh.
It's too far away.
You will never
Lovely.
make the dream.
Sure what zone to do after Duskwood, what are we thinking? If you've got any ideas, just comment if you're watching. Obviously, I suppose you have to be, because if you're not watching, you wouldn't have heard me say that. Because it doesn't take that many zones to level through. What have we done? We've done the first Night Elf place, Elwyn Forest, and this, and we're level 40. So 3 zones. And we haven't even finished Duskwood yet. Obviously I'm doing dungeons in between, but that's what you do, don't you? Level dungeon, level dungeon. It's good to see people out and about. And not just doing stuff at max level.
I'm out of range. I need a target.
Yeah. What have we got in here anyway? Shaman, warrior, pally. What don't we ever see? I always see shamans now, like I always say in the videos, because their damage is really good nowadays, so people just gravitate to what's best, don't they? Rogues. We never see rogues.
It's too far away.
Priests, maybe? I don't think Death Knights are actually that popular. Could be wrong there, but from what I remember from Dungeons anyway. Pick it up then.
I need to get
Skull. What a name that is. It's the right names on WoW. One of the best ones has to be Really Grease Gob in Orgrimmar. See off. Are they from the Shaman? I absolutely love that move. I probably say that every time I use it, but that is. Do Ascension, I'm not sure if they did, but it wouldn't surprise me at some point if there's like a version where you picked your moves from just a whole lot. You just created your own character. So every time you level, you picked your own. It could be from the Druid, from the Warrior, from the Paladin. That'd be mental. So see what moves you end up with. If you could have any move from any tree, I wonder what people would gravitate towards. Stealth would have to be one, wouldn't it? Stealth, maybe a fear. Bubble. Probably the difference between PvP or PvE. Because you could make it unbelievable PvP at like cheap, blink, stealth, cheap shot. It's like loads of moves like that, so the person can just never get a move in. And then PvE wise, there's loads in there you can choose from. Don't really know all the moves these days. I don't play that many different characters. Since I've started, well, since I've come back to retail. Paladin, obviously Warrior, Death Knight, and the Demon Hunter that's like level 20. That's it. I think I've leveled about 3 Paladins. 3 Paladins, 2 Death Knights. Ages ago you could only have 1 Death Knight per realm. I managed to sort of work my way around that when I transferred 1 Death Knight to another realm. When it was free transfer, I had 2 on that realm. Did the same on a PvP realm as well. Have an alliance under hard characters on Classic Era. I think is it on Firemore I've got them. I think it is, yeah. Which is surprisingly busy. If you look on Firemore EU, there's people playing in every bracket. And by bracket I mean like 0 to 10, 11 to 20, 20 to 30, etc. On the videos I've made for that I always check, just so people can see if they're thinking about leveling now. I've not played it for a while. At the moment I'd rather play Sod than Era. It's just there's no really sort of reason to play Era for me at the moment. Not in PvP realm anyway. I just can't be bothered to be in Helpford Falls and just get ganked by a 60. But the PvP realms are the busiest ones. There is no busy PvE ones as far as I'm aware. Otherwise I'd maybe level a little character. No, I wouldn't. Lying to myself there. The speed's too slow. I'd rather level in that world, but just on Sod. It's still got the old character feels, moves and everything. The quicker speeds. Only so much time in a day though. How many levels is that now? He used to hit for loads, this guy. If you had a decent tank with one shot, yeah. Been quite good with gear today. Is he off? Unless he doesn't know the dungeon that well. I always find that bizarre. You're just so used to people knowing classic dungeons. It's odd for me to see people who've only started playing WoW in the last few years and they don't know the classic ones. You just sort of expect people to have played it for years. Pick that after. Go on. Ooh. Second best. That's what we got. Not better. Has he started it? Yeah, he must have done. I'll hand those quests in at the end. I'll quickly do it now. Was there one for the last bit? No, right, I'll do it now then. So then I can just teleport out once we've done that last boss.
What brings you here, ancestors?
Unless I complete the final quest. 146% better.
May the stars.
Decent. I don't mind that set. It's not unbelievable, and with it just being brand new, everyone will be wearing it. So I'm not to be wearing what everyone else is wearing. I need to change my pants mode again. Look, being ruined by getting new gear. I think I'll stick with what we've been wearing for now. Quite like this one. The only thing is, I like the thumbnails to look good, so different armour type might mix it up a bit. Have I got the one from Anchor Edge? That one, I used to quite like that. I might put that one on. I'll see if there's any weapons that we've got to go with it. I think it quite suits a woman as well. Like some armour suits like a bigger, broader body type. Like how Taurens can look beasts. Oh, look at the state of that man, runs all the way back there. What are you doing? Not going to help us then, no. It's alright. I'll do that then. You lot just sit and chill there. At least they changed him to run for that a little bit though. I keep forgetting about those. Too busy chatting nonsense, aren't I? Little dance. Let's have a look. See if we got that one. I like that, but I don't really like the head. That's a nice one, but I haven't got it all up, sadly. That's decent. So that, with what weapon though? Two-handed. Oh.
Too far away.
I'll have a purple item somewhere, I'm sure. Have a look after this, can't we? Maybe get a level from the random. I think we will. But yeah, I bet it's nearly finished, lad. We probably won't even notice she's gone.
I'm out of I need a target. I need a target.
Is he coming? There he is. Feels like that was less mobs than it used to be. Time to kill him, isn't it? Yeah, one DPS down, I suppose. Feared. Thank you. Spamming execute. There we go. Ooh, another chest. Let's have a quick look through here, just to see if I can find any serpent bloom to hand in. There's one. Sometimes one
Closer.
down the bottom. Oh, there's one there, down there. Yeah, there we are. Slap that on. Bring that up. Pretty good, hasn't it, today? Absolutely smashed the gear in. Yeah. At least now you can level in the old zones up until 70, so I can miss out the dragonfly ones. I can't remember what it calls. Is it Waking Shards?
What brings you here?
Dragon Isles, that's the first one, but yeah, we can miss out that and just level classic until we have to go to the new zone. Right. I have no idea what we go down, to be honest. That sounds good. And I was going to get that one now. So I've got like 3 stuns. I've got a pummel, stun, and a shockwave. Right, let's get this out and have a look. Search. Oh, I haven't got the full set of it. Where is it? Going blind, it should be the Should be early on. Where's it? Unless it have to be a certain level. I don't have that. I could have sworn I did. Years ago. Because I remember having it. Guess not, right. Might have to just be one of that then. It's gonna have to just be that, I think. I like these two. That one there. Maybe do that at some point. I used to love stuff like that. So it doesn't... the things don't sort of blend into each other smoothly like the belt and things though. Some of these are dreadful. I haven't got the best ever for warrior. Not completed sets. I've got ones that have got like items missing. Well, maybe have to do a transmog run, won't we? At higher level perhaps. Go through some of the old raids.
I'm out of range.
That looks better now. Now I've got this transmog on. Once you wax it with that. Did I equip all the gear? I did. There we go. We just sell some of this as well, won't we? That's enough space. I'll sell the rest after. Don't need to sit and watch me sell items. What's going on there? Can I hit him from how far can I hit him from? Is that the same? I saw an axe is a bit further. 8 to 30 yards. What's that? 20 yard range.
I need to get closer. Far away.
I wish the Lord of the Rings MMO had WoW's combat. I tried before to get into that. I just cannot do it. I love Lord of the Rings, and even the graphics don't put me off for it. If you change the settings, you can make them look pretty good. But the combat is just not playable. It's dreadful. Which is a shame. Amazon are meant to be making one now. I'm praying to God it can be good. I'd love to start a new one, Lord of the Rings. So you don't have daft Vulperas and what else we got that's daft. I don't really like Drakthir either. And just the basic ones of like orcs, night elves, well, orcs, elves, hobbits, humans. It'd be unreal. All I need to do is have the Lord of the Rings world and just slap WoW's combat on it. Don't try and sort of reinvent the wheel like so many do, and it ends up just being dreadful. See what works and either do that or work upon that. Sort of what WoW have done. Copied games and tried to make them better.
Be careful.
With like Warcraft 3, Overwatch, this. Ah, here we go. I'm thinking for the thumbnail look. That'll do, won't it? That'll be alright, that. What was that a bit? I'll take one from there as well. Normally most people wouldn't show you all this, but I am definitely not most people. Yeah, I suppose that picture's not exactly a fair reflection of what's gone on in this episode, is it? He's just been smashing dungeons. Last time I attacked him on a character, he took more health off me. Really seems to be taking that much off. Am I missing anything? Just check. No. So, let me put my talent on. I need 4 more until I can get on that row. What's this? They're quite good. Don't really want Thunderclap. If you have Rend, Thunderclap affects 5 and... that's good. Maybe I do then. It's got a cooldown, so how much time does it do? 266. That does us 360. But hitting the primary target with slam. Plus all enemies within it for 366. It's got a cooldown on it. Right, I'll just alternate between. Like it matters. Don't really need to min-max when I'm leveling, do I?
King's honor, friend.
King's honor to you as well.
Light bless you.
Right. Can't have many quests left, do we? No, this sounds weird, but I actually wouldn't mind going through the Shadowlands ones again. I didn't really play Shadowlands all that much, and the zones I thought were quite good. I might do it at some point. Then again, people will just see the video and just think Shadowlands, nope. Off. I preferred those ones to the Dragonflight zones though. Let's have a look. Where is it? There we are. Right, that one. And Bastion was lovely. Yeah, that's where I went, didn't it? For my death knight. I didn't really do much of Arden World, so the zone was nice. Bastion just reminded me of Paladins. Revendreth had that sort of vampiric, gothic type appearance.
I'm out of range.
Yeah, I think I will. Have another little look through. I meant City with like football. Horribles. I think that's how you pronounce it. Looking at the damage there. Yeah, it looks like Thunder Clap as well. It only makes sense because moves that have cooldowns tend to, don't they?
I need to get closer.
I can't remember what level we were when we started this. I think it was mid-30s.
It is too far away.
There we go. Let's fight like this. Come on. Right, where's my taunt? I used it on the same character. Right there, 700 in that one, 200 in that one. Yeah, 100, 100. Better, isn't it? It'd be quite good though having Rend, and it puts Rend on them. That's handy.
away.
Burglands is a good shout for the next one to go to. I quite like Burglands, especially with the updates to them. For Alliance, you've that base in the north, don't you? For that one, up there. Actually, maybe not, because that's blue and that's a different colour. This one has loads of bases now. Look at all the flight paths. Loads of quests. Could maybe go there after. I'll come to a conclusion at some point. There's that many zones, aren't there? I quite like a lot of them. Even though I spend half my time in dungeons. But I am completing them though. I do complete the zone before I move to the next, but I have so far, haven't I? Is that one done? Why don't we ride this time, eh? Poor little ground mounts never get used, do they, these days?
How are you? Have a good one.
Yes, another upgrade. Ooh. Your best. So change that. Right, I think I'll hearth that. Darkshire, yeah, that's where I am. Hold on. Is that right? Yeah. It's just too many times before I've done that. Where I've hearthstoned and it's been not where I've wanted to be. It's worse when you do it. So when you've been in Hillsborough Foothills and I've gone to Hearth to get back to Hammerfall, and I've ended up at the crossroads and been like, fuck. Anyway, I'll leave that there. I think I'll set that one for subs to see. Quite enjoyed that one, so hopefully other people do as well.